brush cupping at first. This is where loosens their tension right now. Working with warm hands. He's giving you a beautiful hug with a shawl. I love you too.
Neck and you'll be like, oh yeah, actually it's not your neck, it's this.
And hold. Good, okay. Warming, helping release any tension and spasm. Good. And lower slowly. So just working out what the foot's telling me. There's a little bit of tightness along the reflex point of the thyroid. So I'm just easing that tightness, letting it go, letting it go. Working into it so it becomes malleable. At the base, along, and at the top, the parathyroid, and then working into the shoulder, into the neck. I can hear they're slowly releasing. That's okay if they release. Oh yeah, so this is the neck, of course, which has taken a little bit of pain recently from a fall down the stairs, as our necks take a lot of strain anyway. Yeah, I can feel some tightness right there. Okay, I'm talking to the neck. Oh, let it go, let it go. That's good, that's good. And then working from the bladder down the ureter to the from the kidney down the ureter to the bladder. So that will help to eliminate the toxins and the energies that we don't want in the body. All those waste materials. It feels a little bit fluidy there. So I'm just encouraging the right direction, the right speed of movement down to the bladder. Working at the adrenal gland, all to do with our fight or flight. Warming it, reassuring it, telling the adrenal everything's okay. Everything's okay. Relax. And then into the kidney. It feels a bit tight. So in Chinese medicine, the kidneys are all to do with fear. And so when we release fear, we feel free. So we want to inject in our kidneys a little freedom. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could release our worries, our fears, so that we do have a healthy respect for things in life that we need to pay heed to, but we also are able to release over worrying, over fear. Let it go, let it go. I am brave, I am strong, I have courage. I can cope with anything that comes my way. Gone, 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 gone. That's it. Let it go, nice and warm. Kidneys love warmth. Let it go. Lovely. Release the upper foot. That's it. Yeah, lovely. Okay. Locking into that pelvis, using the leg as a lever, raising the other hip by lowering this foot. And onto the other side. Just having a suss, checking out the foot, seeing what's going on, seeing what the foot's telling me. So in reflexology terms, the hips are here, that knobbly bone up halfway up the outside of the foot, and I can tell that the hips are quite slim hips from the nature of the foot. Nice long thin feet, but also that hip bone is just nicely tucked in. So not particularly rounded hips, but slim hips. And then looking at the thyroid again, it's not too bad on this side. And then the neck. And sometimes, having worked on the other side of the body, on the other foot, then that can have released the thyroid. So by the time I get to the second foot, it's already released. So just working down and around the shoulder blade, pushing it down so that our shoulders aren't coming up to our ears. And now working round from the adrenal. Again, adrenal feels so much better on this side, probably because it's already been worked on and affirmations used. And then onto the kidney, a little bit tight. Just encouraging breathing, release, relaxation, warmth into that kidney. That's it, let it go, let it go. So I find sometimes by holding onto an area that's tight and then manipulating the structure of the tissue around it, that actually helps to release the area that's tight. Like this. So working from the kidney and adrenal down the ureter to the bladder, encouraging a free flow. Let it go. Sorry, am I tickling you? Okay. Free flow. Is that a bit hard? Is that a bit tight there? Yeah, it's sore. Okay. So just doing a little bit of specific Qi Gong, just using a couple of fingers into this tight area, just underneath the kidney, so it's the upper ureter, helping it to let go. Sometimes the ureter and bladder doesn't let go enough. We hold on to waste, and so by letting go, It helps us to avoid infections and inflammation, such as UTIs. Yeah, it's clicking a bit now. And clicking is actually a good sign. It shows that a previously tight place is loosening up. Is that feeling better now, India? So I'm working on the spine here as well. The spine's clicking a bit. And this is a little bit higher than I was working with the cups. This is about T10 here, T8. But that's better. That's better. Especially with some whole foot manipulation, encouraging release. There we are. There we are. Warm, warm, warm. That's it. A nice leg repatterning, and now we're doing a sacral fix, working on the sacrum. So I'm actually looking at the pelvis right now rather than manipulating the legs, which I am, but I'm just using them as levers to work on the sacrum because I'm after a nice balanced pelvis. There we are. And now a lovely sacral float using two hands, one on the other, over the whole length of the sacrum. And at first just staying static and tuning into the vibrant sacral energy. The very profound kind of energy here that I call it vibrant because it's so stimulating for the whole body. It's so important that this energy at the sacrum is flowing well, not staccato, not on and off, but just flowing in a beautiful, relaxed, easy manner. And the cerebral spinal fluid comes all the way down to S2, sacral 2, wraps through, back up again, and has a pulse. Not the same rate as the circulation or our breathing, but its own pulse, which is different for everybody. So I'm just tuning into that pulse rate and encouraging the pulse to resume a flowing manner where it comes down, wraps round, goes back up and goes around the whole brain. Beautiful cerebral spinal fluid. So this is a very relaxing part of a core therapy treatment. Every core therapy includes a sacral float and a neck release. Those are the most important part of any core therapy. And everything else that's done can vary from one treatment to another. But the sacrum and the neck are love it brothers. They need each other. They are the top and bottom of the spine. And when one waves, the other will wave at the end of its length. There's a really lovely heat there now, and a beautiful, slow, rhythmic flow. I can feel the pulse. And I know that most people, even though they may be very busy, energetic people that don't like to stop for too long, most people love this part of the treatment. This is the coming home that we talked about earlier. This is the grounding, rooting, organic part of the treatment. Now just connecting with the occiput, which is so important to the sacrum. The occiput connects with the very top of the spine, and has that onward flow from the neck. And this just tells us that everything is connected. All of us is connected, and we are all connected. There's a lovely circulating rhythmic feel to both energies, top and bottom. Feel it releasing. Letting go, coming home. sciatic nerve. And over the chin, the whole spine. What we call flash cupping at first. This is where